the Venge, the Puck, and the Rubik. I mean, a telekinesis into a magic missile is actually an excellent way to start a fight, and it can actually get a hero like a Visage killed very, very easily. It doesn't have any escape mechanism, so we'll see how they decide to do it. RTZ definitely heading towards mid, no surprise. And yeah, they're heading out, PPD, and they're actually going to put UNiVeRsE at the head of it, I think.
Yeah, when UNiVeRsE plays a hero like Weaver, it's typically done in a tri-lane situation aggressively. And this is just simply because, this is just simply in response to the somewhat greedy pick of the Enigma in the jungle. I thought they were actually going to swap it up and just do some kind of shenanigans where Yoki takes the Enigma and then they just put Tide on support. They actually did swap, but it was just the swap between Solo playing the Visage to Always Want to Fly playing the Enigma.
We can see they're being very defensive on the side of Empire, so somewhat anticipating this. Arteezy is going to be making his way down low on the steps. They're going to run into someone. They may... No, it just got popped. And they're going to fall back immediately. They have no interest in trying to fight this out. This is going to tip the card a little bit. They did get one ward down. They still haven't blocked the camp. One ward. No, actually, it does block the camp. My bad. For some reason, I saw red is green and green is red. As EG did manage to block the pool camp, and they're going to get another one down just to keep an eye on things. And they're actually going to use the sentry to block the this camp on the Enigma as well. So I dig that. They would love to get a sentry in here if they have another one, I think, and they do. They're going to drop it here. Yep. Probably. Thinking about it. Considering it. Yep, there you go.
Ooh, nice spot. It's actually in range of the... oh, they're actually getting the sentry down. Always Want to Fly taking some damage.
Yep, caught out. And there's going to be the lift. And he gets off the Grave Chill. That gives him a little bit of bonus move, but it's not going to help a ton. Oh, UNiVeRsE. I thought UNiVeRsE was going to be moving quickly enough or his Shikuchi would be off cooldown quickly enough that he would be able to catch up, but not the case. They do manage to de-ward one sentry immediately and preserve this ward here. Empire knows it's there. It's just a question of how much they want to dedicate to bringing it down.
Yep. At the very least, yeah, like you said, they know it's there. They don't have to take it down now. It's not blocking anything. PPD being annoying. If he can kill these Eidolons, it's huge because they're so low. One punch. Couldn't get the other two just yet. Solo trying to micro them a little bit. He might still get this. That's very good gold for PPD. And it totally stifles the farming capabilities of Enigma. So nice job there. They're not blocking all of the camps, but at least getting some vision. And there's Sentry to get rid of some of the vision of PPD. But a nice start here for the Vengeful Spirit.
Silence going to be lifted. UNiVeRsE can dive this. He has Shikuchi and he will. Yep, first blood. Oh, there it is. I was going to say. I thought UNiVeRsE broke off and wasn't even going to take a last auto attack. But Zai and UNiVeRsE drawing first blood all on their own.
Yep. Pretty good for them. I thought he maybe could have used the health potion there in the between auto attacks, but then he'd be sitting up there. Oh, he actually is going to get gone on again. And he doesn't have his Phantom Strike.
And UNiVeRsE can dive him. Oh, why wouldn't he? Why wouldn't he go there? Like, he had Shikuchi. It was off cooldown. I guess just not wanting to take any chances whatsoever. I feel like that was an easy kill for him. And instead, not going to be the case. They are going to leave UNiVeRsE in lane. They've still got Zai behind him. Peter will go take the Bounty Rune at top, Regeneration Rune at bottom. And we're going to take a look at these other matchups for the moment. The Puck versus the Tide. This should be quite happy for both of them. As, yep, Yoki's at 8 CS, the Puck's at 9. Basically a wash as we would anticipate. The Drow versus the Invoker's a bit more interesting. Drow's actually ahead of the Invoker right now in last hits and denies. And now they're going to rotate Peter on. And how many points on Ice Arrows? 2. And unfortunately, he didn't get the magic missile off, so no follow-up as the Cold Snap went off as well.
Yeah, I think that Drow just wins this lane though, because without extra points into Exort, he only has points in the Quas now. His damage is sitting at, what is it, 55 compared to Arteezy's 82. So it's just a massive disparity in the amount of damage. So there's no question to me that Arteezy wins
Solo
this.
Coming in the lane, but he doesn't have a single point into Malefice. Zai's going to be able to survive. And nope, Stifling Dagger finished him off. And now, but look at UNiVeRsE. Will he get him? Yes. That is a horrible trade for Empire. Horrendous trade. And he can maybe dive solo. Yeah, I think he's going to. Nope, thinking better of it. Saw the TP coming. And it was close, though. And the Soul Ring completed in the meantime. Here comes Always Want to Fly. But this is what we were talking about. Hang on, hold that thought. PPD is on top of Yoki down at bottom. Yoki waiting on his creep wave. But the Visage doesn't have a dedicated escape, doesn't have a stun. He has a slow, and he can speed up some, and now they're going to go. Doesn't look like they're actually going to commit anything to it. Just going to zone him out. But there's another lift. Always want to fly. In trouble. And gets off the Grave Chill. Doesn't matter. Dead.
Yeah,
they are going to feed this lane every time they show up. They got to change it. They have to fix something.
This is what I was worried about, man. Like, solo support Visage is just extremely underwhelming. It doesn't do anything. You're very, very slow. You're good about, like, responding to someone else getting gone on because you have your Soul Assumption and your Grave Chill, and you actually have good damage and auto attacks once you get the Grave Chill off, but all by yourself, you just have a huge target on your back.
Yeah, Visage has always struck me as the perfect out-of-the-woods hero. You know, you can put him in lane if you want, and that's fine, but he functions so well either coming out of the woods himself and hitting a hero who didn't see him, you know, who sees him at the last second with a Grave Chill and then initiating a chain from there. Or even if he's in lane and just being like, okay, you're in position, and then you Grave Chill, and then he's ready to follow while someone else comes up with a stun or something. He does need help. Like, he's a phenomenal hero, but in a situation like this, in a lane like this, he can't do anything on his own. And they may be able to dive silent again. He's just level 4.5. And we'll see what they want to do. In the meantime, Solo has gone back into the jungle. Is continuing to farm when and where he can. And yeah, it looks like Empire just... That's always going to fly to him. Is he just, like, they're not going to gank Arteezy. There's no way this works.
Yeah, it'd be pretty hard. And Scandal's gone for a Quaswex, which is, I guess, okay. I mean, I think Sunstrike would have been nice, too, for the team, because they have Tide Ravage and, oh, another kill, actually, this time on bottom. It's a solo one, though, from Fear.
Yep.
But with the extra damage, look at, he's hitting for 90 damage himself, too. Didn't even have to expend the ulti. I just think this is very, very strong lanes, and I don't understand what Empire were trying to get out of this solo support Visage. I think the only way they could have been effective with this draft is have a solo offlane Enigma with a Tide support and just try lane safe lane. I don't think this jungle Enigma works at all, just based off of what EG has done.
And now, every lane is losing. Mid's probably the closest to being even. This top lane, oh, they're going to get silent easily. And yeah. Oh boy, Grave Chill. Solo's going to show up. He's got a black hole. And that's not great. That's not great at all. Zai may end up dead to Eidolon damage. So, at the very least, he'll get that trade. But I'll tell you right now, Zai is happy to give his body there. As we saw, Weaver's going to get a triple kill. UNiVeRsE can time-lapse. He can dive. Yep. He's going to get a triple kill. This is an unmitigated disaster. And now in mid, Arteezy maybe finally will be a good kill for Empire. And nope, survives. PPD's there, taking a little bit of damage. His eye's now there. There's going to be the lift. And Peter didn't have any mana for his magic missile, but Zai, even he's going to survive. They just can't close it out. That's two heroes. Look at this. If you put their HP bars together, they're less than 100 HP.
Yeah, they just don't have very good heroes for these engagements. So it's I don't know what more to say. I just think that this Enigma jungle didn't work out at all. I think they should have known that coming into it. It's not like it shouldn't have been a surprise to them. This Visage PA lane against what could very well be an aggressive tri lane with Drought Aura, with all ranged heroes. There's just no way that they could fight that. And it's kind of... It's ridiculous.
Dire's top tower
it's not very smart
attack.
to think that they could actually contest that whatsoever.
So long as UNiVeRsE is here and the possibility of Peter and Zai showing up in this lane is here, this is a wasteland. This lane is lava if you're Empire. They're going to come back up here, but if they decide to pressure it, it's not going to be very hard. PPD will go back to bottom. Yoki is level 7, has a Ravage. And Fear might just coil him here. Yep. And PPD was actually moving in the wrong direction. He's going to be able to get there and get a magic missile off easily, though. And, yep. That's understandable, but don't know that he needed to waste Ravage. I think he was fine regardless. And now they're just going to go regen up, and the Invoker Tornado off the mark. Scandal rotated down, didn't accomplish much. Haste Rune is spawned in the bottom rune spot as a bounty at top that UNiVeRsE will take. But yeah, I'm like at 8 minutes in, I'm scared to even look at the gold graph. Yeah, about 3,000 gold. That's honestly not as bad as I thought it would be.
Oh, the chat's coming in. That's funny to see it, where it comes in a little bit delayed and the PGG spam comes out.
Oh, yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, it's scary, man. Like, any kind of Drow lineup with lots of... I love Drow specifically with Puck on the team. Because then you get this 1v1 situation. Puck already likes 1v1 situations. And when you have the extra damage on him, he's now hitting for not 200, but 100 with just strength treads.
Reaction to top. The Enigma coming over. Did get a sentry down. This will take down a little bit of their vision on the side, so might make it a little bit more risky. Yoki found that haste rune and is moving over. And it's going to run right by PPD in fear. In mid, Scandal has re-emerged, and he's not farming well. 30 CS in 9 minutes, not anywhere near where he needs to be. Not just wants to be, but needs to be. As the PA has 24. Basically, PPD has almost as many CS as Silent does. That's the state of things right now.
Yep, not looking too good. He's going to have swap here as well. So he can swap them out of a black hole. He can swap the black hole himself. Yep. Unless, of course, he cancels it. He can swap out people from the Tidehunter Ravage. I mean, the possibilities are endless with Vengeful Spirit.
New favorite hero?
Yeah, it's close too. I think Zeus is still up there for me. Zeus, Lina, maybe at the bench too, yeah.
I've been on the Venge train for a while. I like her. I tend to play most of supports. She's just a fun hero to play. Tornado, nice phase shift from here. Dodging the tornado. We'll catch him in the cold snap. Solo's on the other side. Can Black Hole him? Is he going to want to? Yes. They're at least going to get him. Silence very low here. And UNiVeRsE going to try to end around. Doesn't want to overcommit to the fight. Yoki showed up as well.
Dire's top tower is
so they finally get a decent kill on someone from EG.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And this is what they got to do to fight back. I mean, it's uncomfortable to have to send that much, especially when you just leave PPD. And it doesn't sound like a big deal, but it kind of is. You know, he was doing a lot rotationally. And hang on, UNiVeRsE actually forced the time lapse. Gush hits him, but he should be fine.
Dire's middle tower is under
there's a solo kill somehow. I have no idea how that even happens.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
But
didn't
anyway,
take much for him. Didn't even steal a spell because he just hit 6 off of
Dire's
it. So it must have just been a very,
attack.
very low Visage in the vicinity, and then auto attack, lift, nuke.
Well, what I was going to say is, you know, Empire rotating up to get the puck. That's perfectly fine, and it's great for them. But you know, it sucks that they just leave lanes open to Zai and to Peter, who are catching up and now getting a little over leveled. Or at least making up the ground from all the rotations they did. But that's what they got to do. If that's what they got to do, that's what they got to do. But they better do a lot more of it, and they better not fail, because they're 5,000 gold behind in 11 minutes, and Stifling Dagger just stolen by Rubik.
Nice, not the best, but still a fine spell. And here comes UNiVeRsE with more action. This time with more action, 15% more action. Silent gets a nice crit on the Zai.
This lane is lava. I said that. It's lava. Don't come back. Down at bottom, there's going to be a gust from EG. And Yoki's still chasing him down. Like, this is getting into desperation. All right. It's like, yeah, I'm coming. This is happening. One way or the other. This is happening. There's a swap from PPD. No way he survives. Okay, at least they ended up getting him. Yoki's going to ravage here in a minute as soon as UNiVeRsE lands.
Dire's top
waiting on it. Now he has no mana. Never mind. Scandal's just dead, and so is Yoki. RTZ. Nope, didn't have the damage. But that's a beyond godlike streak for UNiVeRsE.
Dire's top tower is under
and they are crushing. Is there a more powerful word for crushing?
Demolishing?
Nah, demolishing. Annihilating. I like that.
Okay.
True annihilation. They're annihilating Empire right now to the tune of, getting up to 7,500 gold now.
Is under attack.
This lane is lava, Silent. I'm telling you, you don't need to be here, buddy.
Desolation.
Desolation?
Oh my god, he got birds? Oh man, that's
nice.
That's so bad.
Yep, there they are.
That should never happen.
Oh my god, he got birds?
That's
you ever watch Friends?
I used to when I was in
You remember the
school.
crazy guy who lived above them? You gotta stop making noise, you're disturbing my birds. You don't hang on. Solo is dead. And here comes the battle of the birdies. Yep, there they managed to bring him down. Zai's gonna end up dead, but trading once again himself for a Enigma will be well worthwhile. And there's going to be a swap. UNiVeRsE, though, is going to town. There's going to be a Ravage. UNiVeRsE does have BKB. And it does have time lapse, which he's going to go ahead and expend. So maybe a little bit of an overextension from EG that time. And Empire quick to capitalize on it as they go 3 for 2 that time. Not bad. It's a start.
Is under attack.
And he just look at the damage. It's crazy.
Yeah, he has a DD as well. So DD plus the precision aura, which adds 52 damage. He's hitting for about 270 with two attacks every 3 seconds. Kills a bird just casually right there. Did Zai live? No, he didn't. He lost his bird. That sucks.
You know what makes me happy whenever I see this build on Drow Ranger? This is like my first week of Dota. I played a lot of Drow Ranger, as a lot of people do. Like literally, like my first week ever playing Dota in 2012. First game of the games of Dota ever, and didn't know anything about the game worth mentioning. And this is the build I used, and it was always in the noob build. It's like, just build a bunch of recruits, fine. Yeah, Arteezy does it. So there. And Solo, dead again. And
oh my god, he is getting almost a kill a minute. Almost.
Yep. That's state of things.
That is insane. Tide doesn't blink. All right, time to turn this one around.
Just took a minute for that one.
Dire's middle tower is under
EG takes
attack.
Roche easily. Would you guys quit fighting for a minute? Let me tell my damn story. Thank you.
Rude.
Not even a story. It's a reference. But anyway, the crazy guy from Friends that lives above them, and he comes down and says, you need to quit making noise down here. You're disturbing my birds. You don't have any birds. I could have birds. I don't know why. There was some reason I wanted to tell that, and it's gone. And out of context, it just makes me sound as dumb as I actually am. So
it's done. It's done, man.
It's over with. Mistakes were made, and we're moving on. And that's got to be how Empire's feeling at the moment. Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were definitely made. Puck now has a blink dagger with the threads, and wants to maybe do something down here if Tide shows himself. Oh, too late. He actually showed himself too. So the jig is up. Although look at that damage, the casual auto attack damage onto the Tide. That's insane. Even through the level 4 Kraken shell and this double ring of protection. Shout out to Eternal Envy. It's actually pretty good. I really do like it, but yeah, he still cuts through his damage.
Yeah, I noticed the double ring of protection. Never really got around to asking you. What's the deal? But Solo, dead again? Nah, a little too deep. His eyes right there. They help though, but yeah, EG just as the minutes go by just continues to skyrocket. Maelstrom done on UNiVeRsE. He went BKB first, so went super defensive just to guarantee that he is in fact immortal. And now they're just going to be able to put the push on wherever they care to. SNY is actually done on Arteezy. And on Empire, not a lot. Mech picked up by the Enigma. And Sai actually got EMP that time and didn't have his mana stolen. But the Invoker, nobody has anything on Empire basically. Nobody.
Radiant's
just a blink on Tide, that's it.
And 2 rings of protection. He should share.
Yeah. I was gonna say something about something. Oh, yep. Just the fact that Weaver has this Maelstrom and the BKB is unbelievable amounts of farm. I thought he was just picking up Maelstrom, and I'd be like, oh, okay, wow, he's really farmed, but this is sick. It's still sitting in the stash, actually.
Tower is under attack.
He still just needs to get it to himself.
Radiant structures are fortified.
EG. Ready to push top. Looks like always want to fly, trying to do what he can with the Visage.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
But this tier 2 I don't think is going to be contested. Fair amount of vision in the jungle.
Radiant's
now the
bottom
jungle
tower
is lava.
under attack.
This whole area is lava.
Dire's top
do not
tower
go there.
is fallen.
UNiVeRsE going to show up bottom, and I think always want to fly is just dead. No Scandals there, actually. I don't know that he can kill him. Certainly delay him. He's going to BKB, and yep, dead. And he's going to chase the birds now.
Yep. Can he get them is the question. He's pretty fast.
Radiant's middle tower
What's
is
Zai's
under
spell
attack.
stealage looking like? Hasn't got anything yet. The EMP faded, so it could get maybe a black hole here if he can bait it out. Oh, Tide Ravage!
Nope, he's going to get an ankle smash at best. There's a black hole. If he survives, maybe. No. That is an awful lot, but they get a return. They manage to bring down 2. Unfortunately, Arteezy does manage to slide away. They're still going to continue to chase him. Zai's bought back, and they do catch up with Arteezy. And that's the best string of engagements they've had. Silent being engaged by UNiVeRsE, though. And they're going to catch up with him. Beautiful coil. Silence down after this, as will be Scandal. Zai lifts and brings him down with vengeance. That continues to be. That's 15 kills in 19 minutes, man. UNiVeRsE is just gone manimal. He's just a manimal.
He is still almost up to the kill a minute, 15, and it's 19 minutes right now. So we have to have some kind of special prize here if he does reach that by the end of the game. That would be pretty sick.
If he hits 20 kills and 0 deaths by, I don't know.
You'll take your shirt off on stream?
No, trust me,
Dire's middle
no one wants that.
under attack.
That's not good for anybody.
That's what everyone does, though.
Oh,
You take your shirt off on stream. Well, I guess you can't do that on Twitch anymore.
I will be a responsible adult. And one night, I don't know. I'm not going to say that because then it'll be construed as a promise. Never mind. We'll come back to that another time. Yoki has eyes on PPD.
Dire's structures are fortified.
And going for the kill.
Dire's middle tower
Yep,
is
super
under
dead.
attack.
See you, Peter. Peter. What you doing there, Peter? It doesn't matter. None of this matters.
Space created.
Yeah. Space created in the chat wheel.
Dire's
You ever see the
middle
cartoon?
tower is under attack.
The side-by-side comparison. It's like Sunstrike, a blind Sunstrike at 2K NMR. It's luck. If it's a 6K, it's skill.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Very accurate, I think.
Grave Chill is expended there on both sides. Fear comes in with a nice kill steal. And here comes a Marchin. Oh, they dodged the tornado. EMP on the mark. Nope, it's not.
There's a... How do you just get one there? How is that even possible? They're all like on top of each other. That was weird. But anyway, everyone makes it away. Still a Visage down. But seriously, I want to know how Fear got one of them. They were all 3 like grouped up.
TP on the Enigma. Could maybe bait out something from Arteezy. But it's actually PA sitting behind him with the Vlads. The recovery Vlads. As I do think it is necessary. No Battle Fury will help you this game, I don't think.
No. I actually don't mind Midas tremendously on PA in pretty much any situation. I do like Phase Drums BKB though. I think Phase Drums BKB is really strong.
I was never a fan of Midas on PA because I figured you get so much attack speed from your Phantom Strike anyway, and you don't really benefit that much from attack speed, but I guess you still do.
Yeah. I mean,
but
she just does so
like
well
Midas.
with levels. I mean, getting to level 16 for level 3 coup de grace is so important.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I think I said this before, that there was like this huge article talking about the importance of Midas and when you shouldn't get it, and it said generally you should never get it unless you're getting it solely for the levels. So
yeah, I think that's accurate. I mean, the gold is nice, but like a Midas is like an investment. Like obviously the earlier you get it, the quicker it pays for itself. Just with uses. But then after that, it does take another 10, 15, 20 minutes even after it's paid for it to really be like, oh wow, he's super farmed and has an extra big item because of Midas gold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, if you're Midasing like small creeps every time, then obviously you'll get more money for it, but that's not the primary usage of it, I don't think. It's just the extra experience you get. Yule's up for the puck. No special item coming out for PPD as he's 0, 4, and 3. But that's okay. He's used to this by now.
Blink dagger done on the Enigma. And, Empire's doing okay holding the line. I honestly am a little surprised EG just hasn't flat run them over yet. And a lot of that does come down to the fact that their lineup is what I would classify in most situations as thin. They don't have a lot of big AoE brawlers. They have a lot of single target DPS, single target ability heroes. I mean, the puck's slippery, and has coil, of course, and Waning Rift, but generally speaking, it's all about the single target with the CG composition. So they do have to be a little bit more judicious in how they choose to fight, even though they're so far ahead. You can be abused by a team with a Tidehunter, with a Quaswex Invoker, and so on. The AoE is just so good that if you group up, they can wipe you off the map immediately, and you have no way to retaliate. And yep, we're going to have Yoki. Oh, he actually cracked it out of the Waiting Rift. He was silenced. And he misses with the coil. He actually got Scandal, though. And here comes UNiVeRsE. Yep, dead Invoker. Thought they were going to kill Yoki as well. I actually thought Yoki was just going to pull the trigger and Ravage when he cracking, but not the case.
Invoker actually even force-stabbed himself out of the coil and broke it, so he stunned himself, unfortunately. I believe that was his force, because I think that, yeah, no, there's not a force on Fear. Yep. And let me just double-check. Yeah, there's no other force on the side of EG, so if it was his. Peter trying to scout out Roche. He's not going to respond for minute 30, and there's the BKB for RTZ. That's what he desperately needed. As he's 0-1 and 0. He actually hasn't directly contributed into a fight the entire game, despite them having 20 kills. That's hilarious.
Arteezy's contribution to EG's effort has been to die once.
And his aura.
Yeah, well, man, that's the way to ruin the joke, because the aura's kind of important, actually.
Sorry, I'm tired too.
Sorry.
I'm out of it. Woohoo! All right. Anyway, Roshan in 1. And you know what's something I didn't know? That the Vengeful Spirit, when he dies, obviously you get the debuff of the Vengeance aura.
Right.
But I didn't know. I thought it was like around where the Venge died. But it's actually, it goes to the attacker, or the killer, and then around where he is.
Oh, I didn't know that either.
Yeah, I thought it was like a massive, massive global AoE or something that I was missing. But I saw that last time we saw Venge. Not in this game, but in the game previously.
So, like, how does that work if you have, like, an Invoker that Sunstrikes?
Probably goes just around whoever is around the Invoker.
Really? So, like, if you Sunstrikes him across the map...
I thought it was around the Venge, so I didn't...
Yeah.
That's just my assumption, but...
I had no idea.
We'll see. We'll have to watch and see if next time Peter dies, which probably should be soon.
Let's go feed Peter for science.
Yeah.
We demand it. But yeah, is that something you read or something that
It says on the tooltip. I must have read it wrong. It says, with a negative Vengeance aura reducing the damage of her killer and its nearby allies until Venge revives, so...
Fantastic.
I thought it was just where she died, kind of like a Bloodstone, but...
yeah, no, that's what I assumed too.
Maybe I'm just stupid.
Derpy. Well, EG has to take their time, but continuing to dominate the map. And Empire just seems a little punch drunk right now. A little lost in what the next step's going to be. The blink is up on Solo. And Silent did get his BKB, just now completed it. So this defensive recovery build is pretty much done. I mean, you go Vlad's BKB, that's as defensive as you're going to be. And, you know, I really don't mind builds like this on PA in a lot of situations. Because, I mean, her damage output is going to come from her Blink Strike and her Coup de Grace. Like, you don't need to be like, oh, I got to hurry up and rush my Battle Fury or rush a damage item. Just keep yourself safe. That's why I like the phase drums BKB approach. And if you're farming well, half the time your BKB is finishing right around level 12, so not long after you first get level 2 Coup de Grace, and you can actually peak really early and just start to maul supports, like two-shot them.
Well, I didn't know this either, but the level 4 Wave of Terror from Venge, if he cast it on this bird as it was raising from its stone form and hit it once and it died. I thought he would have to hit it at least twice. Maybe it's because of the aura as well from the Drow. That must be why.
Tornado toss does catch Peter. And there's going to be a 3-man coil. Beautifully done. Birds are coming in the back of the fight. BKB is going to be deployed. Arteezy chasing him down. Always want to fly. Being focus fired by UNiVeRsE. UNiVeRsE now going to work on Silent. And always want to fly. Not going to be able to make it away. Weaver got the kill either with the Shikuchi AoE or with the proc of the Maelstrom. It was one of the two. Either way, it's 2 down. In the blink of an eye, it would look like Empire might be able to take the fight. And instead, EG takes a Roshan.
And he has a DD again. He's hitting for 450 damage with 2 attacks. Oh my god, it's huge.
This is the game you always dream of having when you play Weaver. And the game that I don't think I've ever had on Weaver in my whole life. Just like that game where you just go crazy. And you actually get to see the hero, what the hero's like when he's this completely over-leveled. He's level 18, 4 levels ahead of the enemy carry. And just this overly farmed. Most of the time when I play Weaver, it's just playing catch-up all damn game. It's what it feels like anyway.
Yeah, and look at that. Arteezy has his first assist of the game. So he's on the board. Well done. Now looking towards a butterfly, which is just stacked agility, which is really the way I think to play Drow, just based off of 4 or 5 ranged heroes on your team, because they're all going to be hitting for like plus 100 after that.
Right. Up, Coil. On to Silent. BKB's gonna try to run. Damage, not there. Blur saved him. It's a good thing UNiVeRsE wasn't there. If UNiVeRsE was there, he's dead. No way he survives if UNiVeRsE and he's hitting on him. But for now, does make it home. And Yoki has the Force Staff, and that might be the shortest blink I've ever seen in professional Dota. He blinked from here to here, literally. Anyway, like he Force Staffed in a panic and then literally blinked that distance. But looks like it, no matter what, it was enough to keep him alive as UNiVeRsE backs off.
Always want to fly. He's died 8 times, unfortunately, this game. Might be a 9th one as he's walking right next to Fear. He puts a Grave Chill on him, but Fear's just gonna pour it into his orb. And he's working towards what could be a Sheepstick, could also be a Shiva's. Either wouldn't surprise me. I think Sheep is better just because he could use the extra minor stats from the ulti orb. So he's only sitting at 1000 HP, but Shiva is still fine.
Empire grouping in mid a bit. Let's see if they have big plans. And here's going to be Fear jumping in and orbing out. One can't shake the impression that he's kind of toying with him at this point.
Here comes the smoke. Is there a blink yet on the yeah, Enigma does have a blink, so there is the YOLO hole potential. It's always there, of course.
YOLO. If I ever open the bar, it's going to be called YOLO. Alright. The fight's going to break out. UNiVeRsE can just engage him by himself, but the rest of his team's coming from behind. Solo is dropping quickly. And Yoki waiting on his blink to come off cooldown. Nope. Sorry. 3-0. Jim down. And this one should be about reaching its natural conclusion, as I think they're ready to push the racks up to about 20k gold in favor of EG, 20,000 experience. Peak.
My god. So much damage in mid there. Arteezy now has just finished Mjolnir. Still has the Aegis. Zai probably going to get a Rod of Atos with that Vite booster. And yeah, I think
bottom
that
tower has fallen.
There's no more gas in the tank here for Empire, or at least very, very little.
Silent, silenced, and killed. I'm starting to feel like the guy from Major League. Ball hit, caught. That's basically the commentary that I can blend right now, because it's that out of control and the deaths are happening that quickly. And not a whole lot of resistance.
Oh, I love your analogies. That's good, because it makes so much sense.
Alright, Scandal, hit.
Has fallen.
He will make it away. I'll give commentary where I can. Fear actually overextending a bit.
Tower is under attack.
And should end up dead here. Nope, actually phase shifted the spell spam, and there's going to be an ulti that actually caught 3. There, they finally managed to kill Fear. They've already lost 2 sets of racks, so this is all just masturbatory for the most part, but good game, well played, called. And, you know, it's funny. We, they actually blocked it. GG called for real this time, I think. Oh, Zai got it. Zai's gonna go try to use this. Nope, he doesn't have the mana. Damn it. But anyway, there's the GG. The Ancient should be blowing soon, but coming into, there it is. Coming into this game, Peter said, flippantly, that they hadn't won a game on Lux in 3 months. It was actually Fear that said that. So, I don't know if that's true or not, but they win this one. A game that went 32 minutes but was practically over at 13. Evil Geniuses crushes Empire.